With this one though, Rob Cohen took over, and it doesn't like it's not like at all what makes this movie a bad movie.
Yeah.
There's a lot that makes this movie bad already, I'd say. What's up, YouTube? It is Drive-By Movies with another episode of Direct to Dumpster. My name is James.
My name is Blaze.
This week we are checking out 2008's The Mummy, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor.
Time to go.
The Mummy, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor.
So this movie is brought to you by Rob Cohen, creator of such classics like Fast and the Furious, Triple X, Stealth.
Yeah. Honestly, one of the worst movies. I haven't even seen it. I know it's horrible.
Right.
I remember as a kid not even like wanting to watch the trailer. I had seen every movie. The trailer was there, and then I remember sneaking. Like I was a little kid back then, and I was with my brother, and we snuck into like one movie, then we're gonna go see another one, but there was like a lull between two movies, so we went into stealth, and I watched maybe like 10 minutes, and it was just a lot of planes flying around.
Right, yeah. And then Jamie Foxx dies really fast in that movie too. I remember Academy Award winning Jamie Foxx, like, because that was the first movie that came out right after he won for Ray. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But going back to Rob Cohen though, he replaced Stephen Sommers, who directed the first two Mummy movies. Stephen Sommers also did like G.I. Joe. I remember he's created. He's like started out a lot of franchises, but would not make the sequel for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But with this one though, Rob Cohen took over, and it doesn't like it's not like at all what makes this movie a bad movie.
Yeah.
There's a lot that makes this movie bad already, I'd say. Because I loved the Mummy movies. I didn't like The Mummy Returns. I liked it as a kid, but it does not hold well. But I'd say the first one still does.
The first one, honestly, was one of the scariest movies I'd ever seen as a kid. And not because anything in the movie is actually scary. It was more so just the idea and the concepts that they had that scared the living shit out of me. Like one of the characters literally gets his eyes and tongue pulled out by Imhotep. Like they don't show it on screen. And that was honestly scary because in my mind, I'm imagining all these things. I've seen, scarabs go through people in the movie.
Yeah.
So what other stuff is this movie capable of? You know?
I applaud it for being one of the first movies that really was able to get me to like get through horror. Essentially, it was a movie that was so much fun to where I still wanted to watch it despite how scary some of the scenes were. I remember like there were times where like I would just turn around on my own because of how scared I was seeing those scarabs. And the second one did a lot of the same stuff, but it was definitely a lot more kid friendly, I felt like.
Yeah.
And then this one again goes a lot more action orientated, I'd say. I'd say it's probably the biggest and loudest, and I applaud them for trying to reach for the stars with this one, but it does not hold well, I'd say.
Yeah, and I would say that's probably one of the issues. I like that you mentioned about The Mummy Returns because I kind of forgot how big they tried to go with that, where The Mummy was still pretty big, but it was a little bit more self-contained, the story. They just go way too big in The Mummy Returns, and then this one, 4 years after the Mummy Returns, they also just go crazy, spend a ton on this CGI budget, and the CGI is everywhere, and it's not like bad for the time, I don't think, but it's just it didn't age well now here in 2020.
Abominable snowman!
First of all, the CGI is all focused on Jet Li. Jet Li's hardly in the movie. He's only at the beginning and the end, but he's wearing the same costume, so I guarantee it was all shot within the same 1 week or 2 weeks that they had him. The rest is just all CGI, so I guarantee it's just like a stunt double wearing a CGI suit or whatever.
Here we go again.
But not that like his mummy is really not that interesting. It's just Everlasting Life versus Arnold Vosloo, I think is the actor who played the original Mummy. He actually had at least he had a motive for the most part. He was just trying to bring Inox on a moon back. He wanted to take over the world, be the greatest sorcerer, but at the cost of bringing back his loved one. And this guy is just he just wants to rule the world. So it's just typical, you're bad guy and everything. And Yeah, I'd say they went too crazy. That we got dragons and yetis going on in this movie.
It was funny as we were watching it because I haven't watched the trailer obviously in like 12 years.
Yeah.
But I was thinking like kind of like predicting what was going to happen next. And then I would have like flashbacks of watching the trailer and like, is Jelly going to turn into a dragon in this?
Yeah.
And sure enough, he does.
He turns into everything. I swear he turns into Chupacabra at one point too. Yeah.
He definitely was the Chupacabra.
Some kind of bear creature with horns. Yeah. And they try to make jokes about it, but the jokes don't really land. It's just, it doesn't, like, there's no chemistry there. I mean, one of the biggest chemistry likes that we enjoyed, I feel like, with the first one is Rachel Weisz and Brendan Fraser. They had it, and they do not bring. Rachel went on to make more art house style movies at this time, but they recasted her with Maria Bello, and then Alex, the son, all grown up, and just like they have weird family drama that you don't really understand. You're just thrown into it, and you just don't really care. And Jonathan, my favorite character, isn't even that funny in this one.
Yeah, maybe just I think he was always funny because the physical comedy here, and you get a couple scenes here or there with the fireworks with him, but overall, like he's kind of toned back. I don't know if I don't know if he wanted to be here. Like he's drinking a bottle of some type of whiskey at some point. And that's kind of funny, but it's just really toned down to where I think they just did way too much in The Mummy Returns. That
it feels like just a really like forgettable Marvel movie. I'd say, like I actually like
it's The Great Wall with Matt Damon.
I mean, that these movies are influenced heavily on Indiana Jones. But like, what's it called? I feel like The Mummy, like, went on to be a big influence on now, like modern cinema that we get today.
And I think that's something to think about because I don't think anyone is ever going to reference Mummy, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor as where, film has shifted into like Mummy, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor was kind of shit when it came out. Like it wasn't good. No one really saw it, but it's probably made a ton of money in China because of China's influence in the film. And then that's kind of where we're headed towards, or at least we've been with movies like Matt Damon in The Great Wall.
Or Iron Man 3.
Or Iron Man 3.
Also. Yeah, like had a whole separate side plot specifically for Chinese audiences and stuff. Yeah, I can see that. And just like, it has the same beats as a Marvel movie where just like hero turmoil, hero fails, hero wins in the end and stuff. Like it just has all those same beats. It's predictable. What's going to happen. And that's why we're reviewing it on Direct to Dumpster. It's a movie that got kind of tossed into the dumpster. It's everyone's forgotten about it. Everyone remembers The Mummy. A lot of people forget that there's a third one out there. Stick with the animated series, I'd say.
I was thinking about the animated series. I actually enjoyed that a lot as a kid. A lot of those WB animated series I loved. But yeah, I think if you guys are going to watch The Mummy, go check out just The Mummy or, the 30s one. Yeah. I haven't seen it still, but go check it out.
Boris Karloff,
but yeah, I say go check out the old Mummy, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor. Keep this thing in the dumpster.
Here we go again.
And that's going to conclude this week's episode. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to check out The Mummy, The Tomb of the Dragon Emperor on our Amazon affiliate link in the description box below. That really helps us out.
And after watching the movie, go ahead and leave a comment and let us know what you thought. Anyways, guys, click the subscription button below and subscribe and click that notification bell.
That's Drive By Movies concluding this week's episode of Direct to Dumpster. Be sure to tune in next week for another new video.